we just pull the quote because I don't want to listen to this guy mutter. So here's the video of it. Here's him holding his phone. Do they not have it? Is this it right here? Why are they wasting our time with this? Watch to the end. He had a chance to ask. That's the same video. So there you go. Biden grew angry at Katz, suggesting he would throw his phone before aides intervened. The New York Times reported Friday that Biden and Democrat allies are working furiously to build an army of social media supporters who will create pro-Biden content for social media. The reason why it won't happen is that the users of TikTok who are in the appropriate age bracket despise Israel. And so all that's going to happen is they're going to bring in these woke progressives and be like, hey, look, Biden, promote him. And they go, you're a genocide Joe.
Yeah, I mean, they're even having that problem with their White House staffing. And that's, a much more thoroughly conventional group of people that you're drawing from than what you're going to need to have like a successful social media campaign. And, the demographic that they're going to be hiring from is just not going to want to make this kind of pro-Biden content. I don't even know what the content would look like.
What do you see the future for the Democrats that are, on the Hill now, that are looking for staffers, that are looking for young people to actually do this stuff? I mean, you're aware of the, what is the White Staffers Twitter page and stuff? You know about that. So it's like, if that, can you, bring the thing
about a fist.
What do you
from your mouth?
What do you make of that kind of stuff being in the government? I know that most people don't understand that this kind of attitude is something that's actually permeated the federal government now. So this is a real problem that we have to deal with. What do you think of that?
I mean, it's a huge generational change in the Democratic Party, and it both parties have to deal with generational change. But I think when you're the more progressive of the two political parties, you've always got these people who are going to devour the previous, generation of the revolution. You're always sort of being chased further and further leftward, and it's a real challenge in terms of staffing. And the staffers in a lot of these offices really do drive how the members think about lots of things. And I think that's particularly true in the House, where you have lots of members who aren't very experienced, who haven't thought very deeply about issues before. But it's true to some degree in the Senate, where you have people who are very old. You have the opposite problem. There are people who've been there forever, think the internet is a series of tubes. So if you're going to, do anything to this internet thing, it might be around for a while, guys. It might be a real permanent thing. So we need to find some young folk to do that. Huge problem for the Democratic Party. And, I think this is a particular issue where the Democrats can't really, on healthcare and other stuff where you've had young activists have certain views, the Democrats at least know how to speak that language. And it's still a familiar language. It's been a familiar language to them since the New Deal. But the Israel stuff is a real rapid change. And I think the members are really trying to chase the staffers at this point because they think that's, they believe that children are the future. Teach them well, let them lead the way.
I think Democrats are pulling a Blockbuster video, right? They had the internet early on. It really helped their campaigns. Right. But now they're too heavily focused on corporate press narratives. And what happens then is, by ignoring the development of social media, the algorithms that were on these platforms, and what these activists were up to, they have basically allowed the emergence of staunch anti-Israel sentiment, which coincides with all the woke policies. It's the oppressed versus oppressor. And now they've lost, which they have gone the path of Blockbuster and ignoring the advancements that were happening around them, resting too much on, hey, look, we got the older vote. The older vote matters more. We're going to win that vote. They're watching MSNBC and CNN. And now that these young people are entering you got Gen Z and millennials now, younger millennials, and they're all active on these social platforms. And the overwhelming majority of younger Democrats hate Israel. Biden's screwed. So this is why you're seeing him actively now speak in favor of Gaza and Palestine, opposing Israel, whereas you still have this issue where most Americans are probably between they like Israel or they're Israel neutral, and the left is staunch anti-Israel. The Democrats aren't going to be able to win a majority playing both sides.
Well, and even before Gaza, Biden had a lot of problems with younger Democrats. I mean, there was a poll even before the midterm elections that showed that 94% of Democrats...
You think they were aware of it? You think they were aware of it, though?
I don't know how aware of it there was, but the New York Times had a poll that 94% of Democrats under the age of 30 wanted a different nominee in 2024. I doubt that the numbers have gotten any better. If anything, they're probably roughly the same or worse. So young people, even when they didn't have an ideological reason to not like Biden other than that he was old and not like them. Now they have an ideological reason.